Hi everyone, it's Phil, and I want to talk to you about our current project. This is actually supposed to be a video about the gorgeous retaining wall and new backyard that we just completed here at this house. In this backyard, it's just an amazingly beautiful retaining wall. I'm going to try to walk back there. We've had a ton of rain, so this area is still quite soft because there was so much earth that had to be moved. So I'm going to quickly walk you through the project, but I'm actually going to tell you about something that was kind of screwed up on the job, a mistake that we made and how we fixed it. Because I like showing the mistakes because they happen. It's life, right? So here's the retaining wall, all built up around this yard was just a complete, that hillside was huge. We had a mountain of dirt in this yard just to fill it up. There's probably about another 4.5-foot wall on that opposite side where it drops off, and we just massively cleared it and built this nice timber retaining wall, super strong, tons of dead men in the back. These dead men do not tee off, so where you see these dead men go into the ground, in the back they go about 4 feet back into the ground, and what they do behind this wall is they actually connect 8 feet over with this dead man. So this whole thing is one retaining wall that you see, but behind it is actually about another half a retaining wall bracing and reinforcing. We have no continuous seams at the corners. So in the corners, I've seen retaining walls where there's a continuous seam. They stop this timber every single row and they butt this timber up right next to it, which creates a weak point. These actually overlap. So this timber comes all the way over. Then the next row down, this timber goes all the way in. Then this row down, this timber comes all the way back. So they interlace, they alternate rows and levels. So everything is locked together, acting just like more dead man. We've got 10 LED lights in this wall going across the face of it. So they're actually on right now. I've got to adjust the timer to turn them off. You can sort of see, there they are, they're on. We got a nice big drain basin back behind this wall to capture water that's coming through from the neighboring property. We've got a geotextile liner underneath it, so large river rocks, so that water, all that's carried underground. We've piped all the downspouts. There was actually a bridge here, I'll call it a bridge. This deck continued over because this was just a huge gully in here to carry people over to what was the hillside and to walk up. So we've cut that off, and in the process of doing that, we come in here and we just reframe a new section of railing to put that back together and make it look like a deck. I mean, when I tell you this yard is dramatically different, it is just a huge, huge change. So let me tell you what went wrong on this job, because guys, stuff goes wrong. I mean, things get screwed up, mistakes get made. And I want to talk to you specifically about this, the driveway. So what we had to do is all the material would come in here. We parked our machine here, and we would load and unload our truck from this side, and our skid steer would come on and off of this corner. Well, at the corner of the driveway, it got cracked. Right down here, there was kind of several hairline cracks along the edge. And, I think about it, and it's like, in this case, we did not have a driveway damage waiver. We weren't bringing that much more than the skid steer on here, but that is more built into a contingency in a job. Like, so when a job is bid, if you put in an extra $500 or an extra 3% or something extra on the job to build in for the what if something goes wrong factor, then these things don't bite you so hard. I mean, our guys are talented. I pretty much knew that there was some risk related to the driveway, but I don't always want to stick it to the customer and say, every little thing they have to pay for, because this repair cost us a few $100s. There was a few $100s in contingency in the plan and in the proposal. So all in all, my guys are good at concrete too. I mean, I think they did a beautiful job repairing this, matching up the control joints. It's hardly visible at all. So, that stuff happens. So build into your proposal some contingency factor for some things to go wrong, and it'll eliminate you having to nickel and dime everything. Now, look, I'm a proponent of protecting yourself, and when you can put in driveway damage waivers, soil clauses, rock clauses, which we did have on this job, which we didn't need to get into, rarely do we need to actually enforce that. Even with a driveway damage waiver in place, on a repair this size, I would be very unlikely to enforce that and to say, hey, you've got to pay me for this repair. So on something like this that's only going to cost us a few $100s, it's better when it's built into your proposal and you've got some of that fluff available to pull from, so you can make things right, make everybody happy, have a great looking job, get paid on time, and just do things the right way. So I hope you've enjoyed that sneak peek into this project. We had a lot of fun doing it, and we're off to the next project. Thanks. Have a great day.